Hey guys, just thought I'd do another video. Wanted to let you know how you can make money basically selling laptop parts and selling the parts on eBay. You have to excuse me, it's like 4 a.m. in the morning and I don't know, I just decided to make a video. Anyway, I've made another video a while ago about selling computer parts and then buying computers on Craigslist and then reselling them on eBay. But when I made that video, I talked about how you can advertise on Craigslist for broken laptops and take them apart and then sell the good parts on eBay. Now, you don't have to necessarily be a computer whiz to make money selling laptop parts on eBay. My background is I do have a degree in computer science, so I'm actually older than I look, and when I went to college for computer science, desktops were big then. So basically I've taught myself how to troubleshoot and disassemble and reassemble laptops, which wasn't hard given my background, yeah, but after so many times of doing it, it's kind of like fitting pieces of puzzles together. So this is something you can do if you're very experienced with laptops or not. You can still make money doing this, and I'll show you how. You may be asking yourself, well, how do I know what computers will sell for good on eBay? Well, all of them will. If you do a completed listing search on eBay, you will see that laptop pieces and parts sell for good, especially the newer models. Like I said, I've done videos in the past about broken laptops, but you can make even more money with taking apart laptops that do not have any issues at all. So I'll show you how you can discover which laptops you should get. All you have to do is go on Craigslist, and I'll go to the Craigslist homepage here, and hopefully you can see this. Go to Craigslist and then click on the computer section. I choose by owner because a lot of times they're willing to get rid of their items for cheaper than what a dealer would, and more than likely they're willing to negotiate, which means lower the price for their item. So yeah, go to Craigslist computer section, and let's see, I've already clicked on one. This has a very clean 2013 HP laptop, so fairly new, a couple years old. Now, a lot of times people that place ads on Craigslist that are selling their personal computer or what have you will not put the make and model number in their listing. Now, what you can do is you can send them a message or text them and ask them what's the make and model of their laptop, and more than likely they won't know. So, you know, if you want to look up the make and model number of the laptop you're looking up, you can text them, ask them, and if they say that they don't know, or if they just give you like some long serial number, that's not what you're looking for. Just you can text them and say, well, can you look on the bottom of your laptop? And here, I can show you real quick. Look on the bottom of your laptop and on the sticker. I don't know if you can see that, but you probably can't. But on the sticker, it will give you the make and the model number of the laptop. You don't necessarily need that information, but it is good to have when you want to research what things go for on eBay. But like I said, more than likely they don't know that. They don't know where to find that information, even though sometimes it may be like right on top of the laptop. But yeah, you'd be surprised. People they're not technical, so you can't hold that against them. So what you can do is, like this ad says very clean 2013 HP laptop. So being that that's pretty generic and you need more detailed information, you can look it up yourself. Go to Google, and I hope you guys can see this. Sorry if you can't. Go to Google and type in 2013 HP laptop models. And then a few things will come up, like here. HP Pavilion G7. HP Pavilion, HP G60. So more than likely it's one of those, because those are the models of HP that came out during the year 2013. So take for instance, it's an HP G7, and like I said, you can kind of coax them when you send them a message and kind of direct them on where the model number is, or you can ask them to text or email you a picture of the bottom of their laptop. I've done it several times, and they're willing to do it because they want to sell their laptop, make money. So yeah, so let's assume it's an HP Pavilion G7, pretty decent laptop. The DV series are known to have like video issues where the screen just goes black for like almost absolutely what you would think, no reason. So sometimes those are issues, but that's when you get into the laptops that have issues. I don't want to confuse you guys. Anyway, so in this ad here, and we can read it. Most times I don't read it because all they're doing is copying the info off of the laptop or whatever. You know, if you're just starting out doing this, you want to read it just to get used to the terms and the lingo with laptops, and you know, just to get a feel for everything. So anyway, I'll read this one to you. It says, for sale, used in very clean physical condition and perfect working order, 2013 HP laptop. It's 15.6 HD LED screen, comes with the original battery, holds a full charge, and they have full in all caps, so that's good, and original wall charger. That's even better because those sell for good. On eBay, laptop has factory installed Windows 8.1, has AMD 1.3 GH processor. Basically that means it has Windows 8 on it. I hate Windows 8, but hey, that's what's latest and supposedly greatest. But anyway, so it has an AMD processor, 4 gig DDR3 memory, so has a 4 gig RAM. You can still add another 4 gig stick for an upgrade, 320 gig hard drive, which is a decent size hard drive, being that this is considered like a newer laptop, I guess you could say. 320 is pretty standard size hard drive, nothing to get excited over, but hard drives go for good on eBay. Okay, multi-format DVD, RW, CD, RW, basically the DVD drive. The Wi-Fi wireless networking card. Well, all laptops have that usually. See, like I said, sometimes when you read through the ad, like I said, they're just copying what's on the box of their laptop or whatever, or they themselves Googled the specs of their laptop. Blah blah blah. Laptop shows are very minimal, few wear but barely noticeable unless you're looking for them. Actual pictures are of the unit. Okay, that's great. So then you can see this here. They have different pictures. Yeah, that's good. Basically, the laptop's in good condition now. You may be wondering, well, how do I know if the laptop really works when I meet with this person? You know, they could be just jerking me around. And I've been buying and reselling laptops for a few years now, and I have not come across many issues other than people taking the hard drive out, telling me that it's in there, you know, so I have a set amount of money that I plan on giving them, being that I'm assuming I'm getting the hard drive. But I've had maybe out of, I don't know, 100 purchases of laptops, only 2 people that as soon as they saw me when I met with them, you know, we figured out a meeting place or whatever. And there was one gentleman, it was at his house, but I never go in anyone's house. So when I pull up, you know, I text them, let them know, hey, I'm outside or whatever. And I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm just trying to fit everything in this video. So I text him, I tell him I'm outside, and he sees me. And as soon as he comes out and he sees me, he goes back in the house, and then he comes back out. So I kind of shock people when I show up and, you know, to buy their laptops from them, because I mostly text and email all the way up until the spot where we plan to meet. So when they see me, they're kind of like, oh, okay, you know. And all the time people always say, wow, I thought you'd be this tall, skinny white guy coming to, you know, get my computer. I'm like, yeah, I know, I get that all the time, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, back to the story. So yeah, I meet up at this one guy's house, and as soon as he sees me get out my car, he runs back in the house, comes back out, and then, you know, I guess he thought I was just going to hand over the money and then leave, but you know, I asked him a few questions. So, you know, just to confirm everything again, I'm like, okay, so yeah, you have a 320 gig hard drive still in here, right? And he's like, oh yeah, everything's in there, everything's good, and blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I pull out my little screwdriver kit. I could show you, I don't know where it is. I have so many laptop pieces and parts laying around. I don't know where it is, but I'm sure y'all know what screwdriver kit looks like, especially if you've opened up laptops before. So anyway, yeah, while I'm meeting this guy, and before I give him any money or anything, you know, I have the laptop in hand, and I flip it over to the side, and I start, or to the back, and I unscrew the cover. It's not hard, and I look for the hard drive. And you don't have to be technical to know what a hard drive looks like. I'll show you guys. They all look the same pretty much. These are for laptops, and the larger ones are for desktops. But yeah, they're pretty much the same. I have the hard drive cover on here now, but I will take it off so you can see what the back looks like without dropping it. Oh, I still have it screwed on. Anyway, the back of it looks like a circuit board. Just Google, you know, do a Google image search. But yeah, that's the picture of a hard drive. All you have to do is simply just take off the cover, and if you take off the wrong cover, you'll see memory and the RAM. I'll show you what RAM looks like if you're not familiar real quick. Okay, so the back covers, you'll either see these, just the RAM, or the hard drive. So yeah, just do a quick check like that. And yeah, so anyway, I opened up the bottom, hard drive was missing. So I'm like, oh yeah, you know, the hard drive's not here. I thought you said you had the hard drive. So the guy's like, oh yeah, my roommate, he borrowed my computer last night, and I think he must have took the hard drive out. Yeah, right. He just thought that when he saw me being a female that I was not going to open it up and was just going to just fork over my money or whatever. But I don't want you to be discouraged. This only happened like 3 times out of like 100 times I've met with people. So it's rare, but it does happen. You just have to be vigilant and just, you know, check what you're getting. So anyway, he goes back in the house and he gets the hard drive, and then I put it in, and then, you know, power it on or whatever and see if it works. So really, I mean, you know, if you purchase, or you're trying to get a hold of laptops with no issues, there should be no problem with, when you press the power button, it should come on. And if the hard drive is in there, you know, if you don't want to bring your screwdriver set, or you're not comfortable doing that in front of people, you'll get to the point, if you do this enough times, that you don't care if the people are watching you or looking surprised that you're opening up the laptop, because you want to get what you're paying for. But if you don't want to do all that, like I said, get laptops. When you're getting laptops that don't have any issues, you should be able to just simply press the power button, and the laptop should come on if it has a good battery, and if the battery is fully charged with no issues. You should see a Windows screen pop up, you know, the blue screen or whatever. Not the blue screen of death, but the blue Windows screen that shows in startup. So that right there will let you know that the hard drive is working, and as long as it boots up, it's working correctly, and the software is installed correctly. So I don't want to get too technical for you guys out there that aren't technical. I don't want to scare you off, because you can do this even without being technical. So yeah, you know, pick out a meeting spot or whatever. But I forgot, I skipped a part, and I'm sorry. When you do the search on Craigslist, and like we did, looking up, you know, laptop, whatever, when you do that on Craigslist and you pick something, before you know if it's worth getting or not, click over here on eBay. Gosh, I hope you guys can see this. And what you do is type in HP Pavilion G7, do a search. Now, since you're going to be selling laptop parts on eBay, come over here to Computer Components and Parts, which I'm already on. And then scroll down, and on the left side, check completed listings, because that's going to show you items that have sold. Now, eBay used to have items that have sold in green, as they do right here, but they used to have what didn't sell in red. And I guess they may have thought that that kind of deterred people from selling on eBay, so now they have it show up in black. Anyway, so for HP Pavilion G7, and just so you know, this is what I do for each and every computer that I get before I just fork over money or whatever, meet up with someone. You know, you don't want to throw away your money. You want to do your research and figure out if a certain model laptop is gonna, you know, earn you a profit. So yeah, so you compare on eBay, you know what you're gonna get or whatever. So what I usually do, and I hope you can see this, I've already done this actually just to save time. I take notes. You can see this right here. Now just so you know, you get more money when you disassemble the laptop and sell it on eBay. You get more for selling parts versus selling the entire laptop. Now if you're out to make a quick buck, you can still purchase laptops from Craigslist and sell it complete and together. I used to do that and I still do sometimes if I just don't have time. I have time, but if I just don't feel like taking apart the laptop, I'll just sell it, you know, whole, just as long as I'm making a profit. So yeah, you can make money just keeping it whole together. If you want to start out just doing that, you can. But you make more money taking it apart. Why? Because people drop computers, people break computers, parts burn out, they get old. I've seen so many different things go wrong with laptops that is just, I don't know, you'd be surprised. But I also find out that when people think that there's something wrong with their laptop, there really isn't. Like I've picked up when I used to get a bunch of broken computers, people used to say, oh yeah, there's no power at all. You know, it's dead, it's completely dead. And I'd still give them 50, 60 bucks for it. And then there was one time that I had picked up a computer and the girl said that. And I mean, the computer was dead or whatever, but it was because the charger stopped working. Just like your chargers and smartphones stop working, well, her charger went and her laptop was a $500 laptop. So I have to admit I kept that and then sold my one that I had at that moment on eBay. Yeah, just bought a new charger for it, powered right up. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, so what I do when I research, when I find a computer on Craigslist that I think I want to get, I go over to eBay, and like what I do here is I'll just scroll through all the different parts. Like everything in green is what has sold. So you want to pay attention to things that have sold, but also the date. Because say this date was for August, then this would be considered like, you know, a going price for that time frame. We're in October now, so if this did say August, you would not be able to sell the left and right speakers for 10 bucks. It'd be cheaper than that. It would go for cheaper. So you want to keep that in mind. Go with what has sold recently, October 25th. That was just today. So yeah, you can just scroll down here. And you can see the different computer parts: motherboard, fan, keyboard, Wi-Fi card. Yeah, so it's a lot. The screen. I'm scrolling fast because I'm trying not to ramble and make this video be forever. It's already almost 20 minutes. Anyway, so from that, what I do is I take notes. You can see my chicken scratch here, HP G7. Craigslist is going for $140. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you that. That's his asking price. I mean, you can talk him down. He'll probably go as low as $120 or whatever. And then people always, you know, wheel and deal, I call it. So it says St. Pete. So, you know, if you're on the other side of the bridge where St. Pete is, like say Brandon or whatever, I mean, you can work out whatever deal you want. You can say, hey, I'm willing to come all the way to you if you can knock the price down to $120. Well, that's less, you know, gas and less time that the seller of the laptop has to go through. So they may be willing, they're always willing to go down on Craigslist. So yeah, I take notes from eBay, that list that we just scrolled down. So for the HP G7, Now, these prices here may seem little, like you may be like, oh, that's hardly anything, but I'm telling you, it all adds up, and these pieces and parts sell for good, especially with later model laptops. So, for the fan, average 12 bucks. Left and right hinges, 10. I can't read my handwriting backwards. The motherboard, 55. The screen alone, $50. The DC jack, 60. I put a question mark by that because it may be a little less. Hinges, 13. HD connector, 10. The video cable, 10. The back lid, 15. The bottom case, 40. USB port board, $5. Keyboard, 15. LCD flex cable, 7. Hard drive, between 30 and 40 bucks. And then I forgot to add the DVD drive. It's probably another 10. And I didn't add the memory, depending on how much memory they have in there. And I didn't read through the whole ad, but that may be another $10. So anyway, then what I did was I added all of that up. So for what I would get on eBay for all of these, comes to about $310. Now, remember the ad says $140, so if you can see right here, my little notes, put my cost $140, and then, you know, I'll get $310 after everything does sell. So that is a $210 profit. That's not bad. Now, all of these items more than likely are not going to sell on the same day. So yeah, you're going to make money, but it may take a few days. It may take a week, but I never have a problem with computer parts selling quick unless they're like older model laptops still running like Windows XP. I don't know, just old models like from 5 years plus. But just like with anything, you know, as soon as a model of a laptop, cell phones especially, those are good too to sell as parts, really good, especially iPhones anyway. But with anything, as soon as it comes out, you know, it's expensive. So yeah, so that's a $200 and something profit. Now I can also let you know the pieces and parts that will more than likely sell faster than other parts of the laptop. The screen, hard drives, bottom cases, motherboards, those definitely sell good. All of the parts will sell. It's just, like I said, it won't be all at one time. So I don't want to keep rambling, but you may be wondering, well, I really want to do that, but I know absolutely nothing about taking apart laptops. Well, you ought to make YouTube be your best friend, because even though I'm familiar and do this all the time with laptops, there's times where I just go to YouTube and I type in how to disassemble a fill in the blank HP G7 laptop, and there's so many videos of people step by step that can do this with their eyes closed. You know, you can watch the video, play it, pause it, you know, so you can do exactly what they're doing. It's very simple. You're basically just taking apart a puzzle, just taking the bottom covers off, and it is like a puzzle. Just take out the hard drive, the memory, the RAM. You'll get comfortable with it. Just play around with it. You know, you can market and advertise for broken laptops if you want to start off small. You know, you don't have to spend 140, 150, 200 bucks on your first go around. You know, advertise for small laptops. Sorry, I thought my battery was going to die and the phone was going to shut off. But yeah, start out small. But real quick before my battery dies, and you know, for people that are more technical with like tablets and whatnot, I haven't ventured out into doing tablets, but yeah, here's my little notes for a Surface Pro, and it's like a touchscreen tablet slash laptop. But anyway, it's a newer model type laptop that has like Windows 8 on it. And if you can see here, the power supply goes for 50 bucks. The volume button goes for 30. Bottom case 120. Blah 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 all the way down. Motherboard 60. The screen itself goes for $380. And I looked on Craigslist, and someone was selling one of these for $375. Now the screen alone goes for $380. So I added up all the pieces and parts, and you know, I checked it against eBay. So the profit from selling the parts well, sorry. Everything, when you add it up, the pieces and parts, when it sells on eBay, add up to $830. Yes. And you know, if you invest the $375 to buy it, and then the pieces and parts sell for $830, that's a $455 profit. So I mean, you can't beat it. You know, start out small and then grow bigger. Let YouTube be your best friend, and I'm telling you, you will make money. Start out just buying and then reselling whole laptops. It'll work. All you have to do is check against eBay and Craigslist to find out how much you will be making. Okay, I hope this helps, and sorry I made this video about half an hour long. Good luck. Bye.